weird. Jean said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began. That sure brings back memories. Kinda nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit. Look who's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around. Yeah! Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right? Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be a Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
They said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a geovision for the next round then? Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Not a lot of people come here, but a bumps. Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? Something weird is going on. If it turns out not to be event-related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found. You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Whatever, Paimon will take it. But anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks. Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then... Fireworks! Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here. Let's keep going. What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right! Oh, wow! Controls the wind. It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about it. Let's take a closer look. Paimon's next line was...
As we all know...
Right! Poetry and language flow like the wind! Look! There really is something wrong with this statue of the Seven! It's fish! But it's so light! sure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the Seven with a statue of clay. Yeah, and well made too, but that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. This must be Alice's doing. She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon. That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now. She must have asked Jean to write... No, wait! Maybe. Yeah, the surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down memory... What do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're in it until the people behind it jump out and say, huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Guess all there's left... Maybe it'll give you the power of Pyro or something.
Itself before those with noble hearts.
Sparks and Splash! You were right! Alice is full of surprises. Good guessing on your part. Let's get going and see what else we find. Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods. The Goblin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds. But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed you and ran off. But you've had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that should be a true.
Our old friends have arrived.
And it is our great pleasure to greet them. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all began.
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict? Did our special welcome ceremony meet the mark?
It was very... You? Where'd you move the real statue of the Seven?
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured if I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by...
So, what's going on?
Ah, now you're asking...
The answer lies over here.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, everything you just experienced was their handiwork. But I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her skill at...
Yep. We experienced that firsthand and not...
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. Inside it is a small world created using a person's memories. When you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to place you within it.
Oh! We didn't even notice!
wouldn't be much of a dodo king if I could.
All that to say, the things you saw weren't real. Except for Venti and Devalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought the
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels like listening to a verse you might not remember the name or melody, and still, you start humming along, and I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
So does Jean know about this or not?
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you. I wouldn't dare forge a letter under her name.
So you do draw the line somewhere.
Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Oh, come on! It's not like she's being held hostage.
The point is, this magical bubble was created at the request of the Knights of Favonius. With the expedition in Nodcry coming to an end, the Knights will be home before long.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families, so he told Jean to hold off on a huge welcome reception for now. Of course, Jean has her own thoughts on the matter. You can get the details from her soon.
As things stand, we're keeping the reception small, but there will be some activities. This magic bubble is one of them. The returning knights can use it to catch up on all the major events that have occurred in Mondstadt while they were gone.
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventures.
Indeed, the ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
that took a few, creative liberties.
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and debugged. Memories are easy to extract, and the resulting information density is fine, but it's not exactly a if memories are the only thing used to recreate a world. For example, these memories belong to Venti. But even for someone, not to mention, on their own, memories lack an interactive component.
Yeah.
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere. Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone.
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviations and we won't need... and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angel...
Like you're the one who...
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious memories.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun.
Oh, no, Paimon. That would...
What? Seriously?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think. Creating this bubble was no easy task. Is a little personal touch too much to...
I doubt anyone will mind. As far as I'm concerned, you're free to do as you please. This is Monst.
Oh, well. Paimon can't argue with that.
In that case, we'll be counting on you to continue testing our work tomorrow.
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing grounds in the meantime? Jean should be there too.
Yeah, we'll go say hi. She's the one who invited us after all.
I think nothing of it. Now...
pollen appeared a little late, but it sparks and splash triggered a deep magical reverberation. Background music needs to start half a second late. I should put another instance if now the diagnostics are failing. I just don't get it.
Nicole, dear, stop fretting. You're projecting rather loudly, you know.
Every detail is within your control, huh? Color me impressed. Oh, and didn't you say Kleiner would be making the trip with you this time, Alice?
He's been delayed, I'm afraid. Troublesome happenings on another planet. And of course, just when he jumped through all those hoops to make it back to Tevat, Dottore starts causing trouble. The border is a terrible mess even now. So, unfortunately, his vacation has been postponed. Just yesterday, he did give us a call on the Dodo communication device, though. As you can imagine, Clee was pleased as punch to hear her dad's voice.
I see. Being a seeker is a tough job indeed.
Yes, good work. We'll go with this setup.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Honorary Knight, Paimon, welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so cool!
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactor. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me 2 days just to read through all the applications. A lot of people have gotten involved.
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading
Yeah! There are other activities here, too.
Well, such are the duties of the acting grand. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, the Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I understand where he's coming from. I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mont resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how. Yes, absolutely. And
So, is that...
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage!
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting. Even when
Here is modest as ever.
Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure. Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it comes to event design. There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area where people can relax and chat. Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think. The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
Fair point. Huh?
What's with that face?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team? Well, apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you—
Hey. Relax, Jean, relax. No need to get all formal with me. I split from the group to make it back first. Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I—
Oh, I see.
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or when— You put so much pressure on yourself, diving headfirst into the deep end without thinking about how much is on—
Oh, wow! That's actually really nice of you.
Well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah, just like a Mondstadt festival should be.
That's far too kind, Grandmaster.
I mean it, you know? Just trust my... Now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds...
Oh, nice!
What's wrong?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Hang on. You know this is just a pit stop, right?
Of course. Still, you are...
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be trapped in the office until tomorrow morning.
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll finish before dawn.
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu,
All right. Oh, let's go. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
we made it! Wow, the whole gang's here! Even Master D-Luke!
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grandmaster came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many, am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
You mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you, and to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us!
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Clee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha. Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight's story firsthand.
Take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
Looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday.
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also, what?
Don't worry, I'm sure Nicole has it all. See, here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our... Come on. Let's go help the Knights. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh. Pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend Diluc.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait! That was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably...
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy...
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the...
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to...
That would... complicate things. Worst case scenario?
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to...
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre... Ugh, sorry. Paimon can't do that.
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like...
Let me see here. It looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the...
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into...
If the conflict really had escalated to this point back then.
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn out like that. No use thinking about something that didn't happen, right?
When your free time is as precious as mine, it's hard not to think about it.
No entry. This place is under Fatui jurisdiction.
I couldn't keep up with you after all, Grandmaster. It's like you've gotten even stronger since I last saw you.
Expeditions have a way of doing that to people. Ever consider taking your adventurers out on a long trip?
I think I'll pass.
In our way. You'll face our Harbinger's wrath soon enough!
What a coincidence. Or perhaps I should say, great.
Yes, well, this looked like the most relaxed part of the performance. I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my work as soon as possible.
Of course. After all, this place suffers from a dire lack of comfortable chairs and good tea.
Well, well, well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The Knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the lyre down!
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait! Why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl? Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-Sisson.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these. The holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else. Fischl is... Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle. handle this.
Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time! Wait a minute! This isn't what their hideout looked like! It's at least a few times bigger!
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the Knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this is go big, alright!
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just Diluc. Should be a total piece of cake!
Never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice! Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your—
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid—
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that!
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
All right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
keep up! Try to keep up!
Nice! We made it!
Try to keep up!
Looks like Mika's guarding this.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line.
I would think you have bigger concerns right now.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is
Wait, but in real life, we only needed one.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only one key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their...
A fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of... But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, I mean, Mr. D-Luke practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had one line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few tricks. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika.
Do I?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off you go!
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be—
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come on, kid! Let's...
You can't run! Well, neither can I. That all you got? Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun. Looks like
Okay. You win.
Probably because you had to act like a fatous. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True. Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatous costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff?
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. So, on behalf of all the
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
On me!
The Fatous up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation.
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to Let's talk business, shall we? That's all. You have to at least make it worth my while. Who would have thought there was this much more to be made in a dump like Mondstadt?
Hey! Did you just break character?
What? Of course not. All right, here's the crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass, after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor, even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and...
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
The road ahead is almost completely blocked! Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest!
They handed over their... Looks like the decision has been made for me, then. Further resistance would be fool...
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to Timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
All right, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple. Traveler, let's go! The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered. I wish I was sitting at the top of a tree, looking out over a meadow, cider in hand.
I'm just glad I didn't have to play the evil dragon in the end. On me. Try to keep up!
Mika! We have the crest!
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem.
I don't remember.
Of course you want to make things difficult.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
Try to keep up!
The Holy Liar! There it is! Wait, but Paimon... Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless...
Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up! Well, I wasn't the one who designed it!
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. Allow me to clarify before we proceed.
How was it that...
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and...
So then, I'm The one who walked into—
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not in—
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her. Come forth, my loyal servants. Smite all who stand against us.
Look! The ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance!
Group 2, reinforce! Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you... Attack at once! Well, well, it seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
I swear by my sword.
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Alright. I give up. Just don't hit. Alright.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a—
Yeah! This role was perfect for you!
Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your Prinzessin's abundant—
It doesn't look like—
True. This—
I doubt the mages want us to just—
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your Prinzessin—
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not—
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an— Just be gentle.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one.
It's open!
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the holy light.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. Oh, Paimon's stomach is there.
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, We often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, now seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keep.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
Oh, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to this. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight, look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
As the battle hung in the balance, I spoke an incantation from the Emanachreich, broke through their ranks with ease, and thus the whole...
Cyrus told me all about it. You were amazing.
Having seen it for myself, I must admit, you were quite something, my lady. Why, I bet even Barbados himself would have been hard-pressed to catch up with you.
That was Hexencircle magic, not some incantation, but... whatever. Guess I'll let...
Don't worry! Paimon will save you a serving of every delicious dish!
Even though I didn't have a lot of lines, I still had fun. It kind of felt like being back in the Simulanka. Acting out a light-hearted script alongside a bunch of friends. It was nice to have a laid-back experience for once.
Quite a change of pace from our experience in Not Pry, huh?
Yeah, this was far less complicated.
You can say that again.
Wanna eat at our table? A whole bunch of friends are there.
All right, let the relaxing begin.
Noelle! I've been looking everywhere for you. Come on, join us.
Just give me 1 second. I need to bring a few crates of drinks over first. But I'll be done soon, I promise.
In that case, I'll help you.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease, Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, Little Alcohol, the cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel. Not to mention, the wild hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the wild hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire. Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already...
So this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but... Oh, I almost forgot. Since the...
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast.
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya. The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyro-Gnosis remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that...
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis.
Of course not. I'm not one.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Signora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Signora did not win the Geonosis using...
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to, or I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, was perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect that Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Teyvat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that. Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Ven-
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Da da da!
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up!
Mom, when can I play with the—
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course! We'll have ourselves a splendid time.